this is running. I believe it's working. I got my light on. New radiator. Working fine. The idle air control valve. Idling fine. I was getting a code on the cam sensor that it was receiving high voltage. I changed it out. I think it's this little guy here. I gotta find a schematic. No, it's all running great. Never anything except it smells like antifreeze yet. But it's like 14 degrees outside, and I never had a chance. The parts just showed up this weekend, Saturday, and I never had a chance to go to the power washer and just stand way away and soak it with. So I did do WD-40 on all the connectors, everywhere. I never had any misfires or codes or shorts or anything. That WD-40 does this for, and my electric fan just kicked on. Everything's working great. WD-40 will get the moisture and the antifreeze, break it down and get it out of your connector. Never had a single fault on that. And it's running great. Everything's awesome now. Idling perfect. And but I gotta show you something. This was experimental. If maybe I turn off my light quick, I think I can do that. Hang on. Well, if you see that light bar, it's not showing up real well. It was a $25 24-inch light bar off of eBay I put on last fall. Oh, it's probably last summer. Half the bulbs are out. It's got moisture in it. You can't see it. I got to turn it on. Experimental to see. I hit a deer at least 2 or 3 times a year, or clip them and stuff, because I got to run the country all the time. And my regular headlights, no matter what bulbs I use, don't shine. Well, this baby's down to about 50% of the LEDs got moisture in it and stuff. It's like 23 bucks, but the theory is correct, and I have it wired in direct this is the relay, runs to the headlight wiring down here. So, and it's totally legal in Nebraska or United States. One light, this one total light has to be below 36 inches, and it's hooked up. When I turned on the high beam, the halfway working LED light bar, yeah, you can see all the dead spots, like here. Yeah, it's 23 bucks. A good one's like 80. I'll probably spend 80 bucks when I got time down the road. But it's going to be getting daylight earlier. I ain't going to be driving a lot in the dark on the way to work shortly. And it still lights up pretty good for half of what it's supposed to be. I didn't expect it to last this long. But yeah, it's set up so when I'm on low beam, just low beams are on here and here. When I hit high beam, the high beams, that ain't worth a crap. No matter what light bulbs I use or how I adjust them on here. That baby in the middle lights up too. And woo! I've never hit a deer, a raccoon, or nothing since. I can see them coming. It lights up the whole AO on the road above as high as the highline wires and at an angle like this, way out, and I guarantee you get the scumbags coming home from working at night and it's dark in the morning. It's still bright enough, the scumbags with their Cadillac Escalades and all that shit on bright lights, every one of them women, won't dim their freaking lights. Well, guess what? You hit them with that. All of a sudden, they dim their lights now and they know it's me coming because I'll fly in their ass too. But yeah, it's all working great except it smells like antifreeze yet. I'm like, oh, check for a leak. Cardboard. That's from when it blew up, when I parked. Not even an oil drip. I got this baby sealed and everything's working great. So, yeah, but yeah. $24 LED light. It does work if you wire it in direct. It's totally legal. When you hit your high beams, you can have it on. Hit the low beams, it goes off. Not an extra switch, it's wired direct. That's what a relay is for. It's a switch for a switch. There you go. If you didn't know that. Yeah, it's working great. But yeah, the $24 eBay uber cheap LED light is down to 50%. So, but yeah, it'll make it till spring. When I got to drive in the dark, it's still got plenty of light, but not what it used to. But yeah, there you go, man. I got it all working. Listen to that baby purr like a kitten. 472,822 miles now. Yeah. It looks like it. And I found where the rest of my dust is coming in. Yeah, it looks like it, but underneath, you know, the body outside, the framework and everything underneath is still solid as hell. But yeah, there you go, man. I'll shut this thing off. I got the garage door cracked. Well, I got it running so I don't get fumigated and die. But it'll light a little bit up. If you heard that, when I turn off the horsepower from the light, not kicking down. Oh, cool. It was just charging. That means the alternator's working. Poof. Yeah, see if it starts. Purring like a kitten, running like an old singer-song machine, treadle drive with your feet. They always work. Oh, I'd love to find one of those. You know anybody that's got one of them old treadle sewing machines, the singers, or something from the 30s that you have to use your foot to run it? I'd love to restore one. If you know anybody's got one cheap, uber cheap, let me know. Okay, man, but yeah, there you go. It's working great. It's all good, and I got all the parts. Finally, all the seals and everything showed up for the Lincoln, but I said I can still drive it if I have to, and I don't want to fart wood burner, and it's going to be a 2-day job. Probably springtime, because I ain't been driving a whole lot. Yeah, I don't got no lady to go take a date on or nothing, so I don't care. I just drive this. There you go. Hey, peace. I close my hood. Yeah, don't smash the Lincoln with the blue door. That would not be. You know this Lincoln is a Jaguar half. The motor is a Ford 3-liter V6 variable cam timing, but all the fuel injection is Jaguar. The suspension is Jaguar. The hood is aluminum, and the doors are aluminum. Because my magnetic light wouldn't stick to the hood when I had it opened up and I was doing the smoky trick, blow smoke up its ass to find vacuum leaks. Yeah, I got a good, awesome trouble light I made myself out of one of those lights up there. Just for under the hood with a magnet. Wouldn't stick. Aluminium. Now I know why the insurance company said, "We'll have paintless dent removal done to it," instead of replacing my hood like 9 years ago. Yeah, because they, yeah. Well, I just took the cash and up their butt. But yeah, it's aluminum hood. Fenders, I guess, are steel. I never stuck a magnet on them. Yeah, and it's all dirty again because I had to leave it outside while I was working on a Kia. But yeah, I'll get that washed up next weekend again if it's warm out. At like 13 degrees, I ain't gonna go wash nothing. Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, that Lincoln is basically Ford transmission, Ford motor, Ford interior, suspension is Jaguar, aluminum panels, hood, doors. I know there's a couple sitting if I ever need the pieces for the outside. That's cool. But no, it's a good running, except the Jaguar fuel injection junk. To get to the manifold, even if you got a manifold gasket, like I said, hey, take half the freaking front off underneath the hood. 14-hour job just to change the intake gaskets on the bottom, plant them. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to do all the valve cover gaskets. Yeah. 2-day job, easy. But if I only do 3/4 of it, when I got all the part, I'm going to do all of it. I finally got all the parts. Yeah, there's shipping delays and try to find the parts. But this 3-liter V6, 2005 Lincoln LS, if they've been taken care of, awesome, awesome, awesome. And it's a screaming meaty, man. It will rip. Ride's beautiful, except the rubber boots for the Jaguar suspension are junk. But I made a video how you can take care of that on these gravel roads where they kind of ate out. Put it where they usually ride, silicone it. Keep the boot if you can, put grease in, clean it all out, around the ball joints on the... Oh yeah, this baby's going to run a long time. But yeah, that's the Jaguar part. That's why Ford told Jaguar to bunny ears -1. They don't have nothing to do with Jaguar no more. Unlike the Kia, this thing never gave me any problems till 400,000 miles. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Love y'all. Peace. Love. Have a heart. Have a heart. Take care. Whew. It's getting chilly. It's still like 38. Well, what is it in here? Oh, 44 in here. You can see that? 44 in the garage. We're supposed to get down to 3 tonight. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be about freezing when I jump into the fire and go to work at 5:30. Take care. Be smart. Don't run scared. You know, bunny ears to the naysayers. Screw the communists. Be you. Be safe. Be smart. And don't let nothing get you down. And never stop plugging away, man. And the more you can learn, knowledge is knowledge is knowledge is knowledge is. You never have to count on anybody, including the government, not if you have true knowledge. Find the real data. Find the real facts. There you go. Love you, man. Take care. I'll be back. I said I had this thing going. I got it all done Saturday, but I just finally had time. But yeah, there you go. Take care. And this is going to be on the burner for a while. I might get after the blue pickup. I'm going to take one weekend off. 1 2-day weekend. I'm going to take off and not work on vehicles unless I get service calls or something. Next weekend. I said it was going to be this weekend, but parts showed up Saturday. The rest of them I needed for this in the mail. So yeah, and then the rest of them for this showed up Saturday in the mail. That took a month. You know, and shipping delays and all that junk. That's why I got 3 vehicles and I was down to 1. Oh, this is always fun to get. But I got a hook. Yeah, it rattled. So see, when you put a piece of rubber hose around it, the clip's still solid. But it had a habit of rattling on the gravel roads. That's just a piece of rubber hose. Slide over it. There you go. Took care of the rattle under the hood. Yeah. Ciao. Love you. Take care. Use common sense and just learn. Learn all you can. Tomorrow's always a new day. Don't let stuff get you down. Remember that. And freedom. Think about your freedom. You're an American. You have freedom. Even if you're in these lockdown bullshit states, there is no, even if you're not an American, there's no freaking human can take away your freedom. The freedom I have, I can fight for my freedom and die to keep it, alright? But the ones that give their freedom away, like these scumbags in the communist states, and even in Nebraska, right in Norfolk, the little communist persons, give their freedom away. Freedom can never be taken away from a real freedom-loving human, and they'll die for it. But the scumbag communist pieces of crap, yeah, and the weenies and the bullshit scumbags give their freedom away. There ain't too many government entities will come after one person's freedom, but they'll tell you, and you just give away. I ain't giving away shit. You want to take my freedom, come here and try to take it. Bunny ears -1 to you. There, that's the point I wanted to make. Oh, we're not free. Yeah, in your communist little states and your communist attitudes, even in frickin' Madison County and all around. You're free. You're giving your freedom away. You're not even fighting for it. And what kills me is a bunch of these scumbags are ones that were in the military supposedly fighting for American freedom that just give their freedom away from government cash. Ugh. Commies, you gotta love them. You know how to find them. You can feel them. They'll make your hair crawl in the back of your neck if you're a freedom lover. You know when you're talking to communists, even they're full of bullshit telling you. You know it. You'll know it. It makes your skin crawl. All right. Don't be one of them. Love you. Take care. I'll be back. I promise. Ciao.